Steps out of the shower, vigorously rubs his and catches himself thinking about the room number 7 again. What are the odds of being shown to the same room twice in a week? The tired hotel maid had pointed to the room she'd just made ready without giving him a second look. He is sure she didn't recognize him and doesn't care. Why should she recognize him? The only thing Paul Young cares about at 7 a.m. is whether he will have enough time to go home, change his shirt, and gel his hair before the first meeting of the day. He doesn't need to shave every day, but he can't live without gel. In the taxi, he reassesses the evening again, one step closer to the golden fleece, but not there yet. Olga, age 25, 2 + 5, 7, again. Tall, naturally blonde, nice ass, small boobs, but completely shaven. She is in town for 7 weeks. How uncanny is that? Who knows? He may see her again. Unless Ludmila or Natasha or some other auspicious 7-letter name crosses his path. He likes number 7. He senses that there is a connection between the golden fleece and number 7, but he can't explain it. The taxi fare is $68. He gives the driver a $2 tip to make it $70, and everybody is happy. He steps out of the taxi and turns around to face the cluster of identical residential towers. In the huge mass of concrete and glass penetrated by the early morning sunshine, he spots an uninterrupted row of opaque squares of lowered curtains, the reassuring markers of rhythmic, ordinary lives. He likes that. He often feels that his existence is a struggle against entropy. His flat is a bastion against disorder. He slides the door of his spacious walk-in wardrobe and notices with dismay that his helper has hanged a white shirt among light blue ones. As he moves it where it should be, a striped shirt catches his eye. Why is it nesting between the 2 checkered ones? What's wrong with this woman? How many times has he told her that his shirts must be arranged by color and pattern? His eyebrows punctuate his inner dialogue as he opens the briarwood box that contains his cufflinks. Paul never takes any girl back to his apartment. Sure, he would like to see them swaying on their slender ankles when he leads them along the corridor, but can't bear the thought of them scattering their shoes across the solid beach flooring of his bedroom, streaking his pillowcase with mascara, or leaving a Tampax under the bed. Girls are messy. If one of them stayed long enough in his life, maybe a pattern would emerge, who knows? Things that often seem random are really just following their own set of rules. Given time, he would find a pattern. That's what he does. But the data volume needs to be much, much larger. After a few months, he would be able to predict where her shoes would fall or when she would leave a bloodstain on his sheets. But the calculus of love requires dedication. He is still dedicating himself to the quest of the golden fleece and to all the application of mathematical models. He likes to think that the patterns of financial markets are akin to natural systems, such as tropical typhoons or the flooding of river basins, but that's where the analogy ends. As a chaologist and chief investment officer of Argo Asset Management, his forecasts are more handsomely rewarded than those of any meteorologist. For most of his life, Paul has relied on math to make sense of the ineffable and find order among the seemingly random. He often wonders how most people can go on living without algorithms in such a perplexing world. Standing in front of his large bathroom mirror, he squirts a quarter-size amount of gel in his left palm, rubs his hands together, then massages it into his hair. With a smile of self-satisfaction, he takes a horn comb from the chrome rack and perfects his side parting. Fresh shirt hair firmly held in place, a dab of cologne, he is ready to head to his office. At 9 a.m., the lift is crowded. 7 people with black hair, and a blonde woman with a sleek ponytail he has never seen before. When the lift stops on his floor, she is the only one to get out with him. He pretends to check his phone, slows down to let her walk ahead of him. From behind, he can assess her potential. He has learned that the neck hairline offers the most reliable clue to a girl's original hair color. Her high ponytail allows a perfect view of the back of her head. Yes, her hair looks natural. She can't be a model, not tall enough, not in this building at 9 a.m. Slightly shorter than him, her ankles are delightfully slim, her calves toned without being muscular, her gray skirt clings tightly to her thighs, making her hips sway as she glides on high heels through the corridor. She stops at room 1510. His office! Swipes her pass and strides past the reception of Argo Asset Management. He is still behind her when she suddenly stops in front of a cubicle, turns, and meets his gaze. He doesn't know what to say. He must say something. He nervously fingers the collar of his shirt. Hi, I've never seen you before. Are you working here? Hi, I am Natalia. I am the new HR manager. Wait, haven't we met before, like a couple of years ago? Paul? He tries to avoid her blue-green eyes, the interrogative knitting of her brows. He lowers his gaze and quickly scans her body for clues. No, he doesn't remember her. He sees others like her. Rooms like the one he left a couple of hours earlier, clothes like hers, bodies like hers, replicated hundreds of times, a fractal explosion. He feels slightly dizzy, needs breakfast soon. He tries to picture her head thrown back, lying on a pillow. Her eyes have closed, a sharp, sweet line of teeth, her white throat, his hands floating onto her breast. Other faces are now superimposed on hers. No, he doesn't recognize her. I haven't changed much, my hair is longer, that's all. You really don't remember? I'm Jason's wife. You attended our wedding 2 years ago. Paul sighs with